Welcome to Quick and Dirty Math with me, where I teach you some math and kind of make fun of you quite a bit. So let's go ahead and just do this. I hope you understand matchmaking rating and league points. If you don't, look that shit up on your own, you dumbass. I'm not teaching you today. That's too much to teach you. But the two things I want you to learn are that matchmaking rating changes more aggressively with win streaks and loss streaks, and LP does not. So there's a benefit to that, and there's a negative side to that. The benefit is that if you win a lot of games in a row, you will have a higher MMR and your LP gains will go up. The downside to that is if you lose a lot of games in a row, that your MMR goes down and you lose a lot. So let's go ahead and quick and give this example of a Silver 5 player just placed into Silver 5, and he belongs in Silver 5. For the sake of this, we're going to say that the MMR is where you belong, your league points is where you are currently at. And so the system says you belong in Silver 5, your league points are Silver 5, good, you're in the perfect spot. You win, let's say you win your next game. You know, the game says you belong 20 LP higher because you won a game. Big whoop, you know, all of a sudden you think you're hot shit, you won a game in League of Legends. You only belong 20 LP higher. And so the system's going to give you 20 LP because it says you belong in Silver 5 20 and you were previously Silver 5 0. We'll just give you the 20 LP, whatever, it's not a big deal. Then you win the next one. The system says, wow, he's on a win streak. Like I mentioned earlier, your MMR changes more significantly with win streaks. So now it's going to say, you know what, you belong in Silver 5, 50 LP, because, you know, you won 2 games in a row. Maybe you got lucky, maybe Faker got on your team. There's no way you won those games on your own, you just got lucky, right? But the system doesn't know that. So it says you belong in Silver 5 with 50 LP. You're at Silver 5 with 20 LP. It's not going to give you a 30 LP to bump you up there, but it's going to give you a little extra. So it's going to give you 2 more LP for that win than it gave you last time. So now you're at 42. Let's say by some grace of God, your dumb ass managed to win 3 games in a row. It's just going to say, screw it, you know what? Let's bump him up to Silver 4 MMR, because that's where he belongs. He won 3 games in a row. Maybe he's smurfing or something, or maybe he's having his friend play for him. And so it's going to say, you know what? You belong in Silver 4. You're currently at Silver 5. Oops, that's not what I wanted to say. You're currently at Silver 5, 42 LP, but you belong in Silver 4. The game's going to say, we got to fix this. Let's give the kid 25 LP. You know what? Let's bump up to 67 because he belongs there. Let's say somehow, by the roll of a dice, the enemy team has a troll or something because there's no way you won this game on your own. You won another one in a row. The game says, you know what? This guy's definitely Smurfy. He's got 4 wins in a row. In reality, you're really bad at the game, but you got super lucky. And so the game now thinks you belong in Silver 3 because you've won 4 games in a row. Again, win streaks impact your MMR way more than just wins and losses back and forth. So you've won 4 games in a row. The game now thinks that you belong at Silver 3 LP, 0 LP. And you are currently at Silver 5. The game's going to say, you know what? We'll give him 32 LP for that one. Now you see this 99 LP, you say, fuck you, right, you're the worst. And you tilt. You lose a game. Boom. How does this go down? Does it suddenly say, wow, you lost a game at Silver 5, 99 LP. You belong in Silver 5, 99 LP, or you belong lower than that? No, the game says, you were at Silver 3, 0 MMR, or 0 LP. You were playing with players that were Silver 3 and 0 LP. You know what? Maybe you only belong in Silver 4, 80 LP. And so now it says you belong in Silver 4, 80 LP. You're at Silver 5, 99. You lost the game, so you know what? You belong higher than you currently are at, so we're only going to deduct, let's say we're only going to deduct 17 points instead of 20. So it's going to deduct you down to 82. You win the next one, you get into promos, boom, silver. You get to Silver 4. Let's say you won 10 games in a row. So it's just all these in a row, just like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, all the way down. The way that this works is every time you win a game, your matchmaking rating goes up by a little bit more. Every time you win a game in a row, your matchmaking goes up by a lot bit more. So, for example, here you're a Silver 4 80 LP, you won a game, it's going to say, maybe you belong in Silver 3, 0 LP. You won another one. Maybe you belong in Silver 3. Hang on, let me type this out. Silver 3, maybe you belong in Silver 3, 50 LP. You won another one. Maybe you belong in Silver 2, 20 LP. You won another one. Maybe you belong in Silver 1, 50 LP. You won another one. Maybe you belong in Gold 5, 50 LP. You won another one. Okay, you're winning a lot of games. You're probably a Smurf. Maybe you belong in Gold 3, 0 LP. You won another one. Okay, screw this. This guy needs to be fixed. He belongs in gold 1. 0 LP. You won another one. Okay, you belong in platinum 5. And we're going to say like 80 LP. You won another one. Platinum 3. 0 LP. Through these straight win streak. Now, of course, this is an extreme example. But because you've won so many games in a row, your matchmaking rating has skyrocketed. So as a result, because you're platinum 3 now, and say, for example, you're at like silver 3 here. Silver 3, 50 LP, and it says you belong in platinum 3. The game's gonna suddenly say, you know what? We're gonna give him 40 LP because he belongs way higher. You've now gained 40 LP for a win. For a loss, you might lose something like 8. That's how incredibly impactful your MMR can be. And it's impacted by streaks like this. Now, on the downside, on the flip side, is if you lost a bunch of games in a row, your MMR can go down just as quickly. Now you belong in Plat 2, and then you belong in Plat 1, and then, now you belong in Plat 4, and then Plat 5, and then suddenly you belong in Gold 2, and then you belong in Bronze 5, because that's not actually how aggressively it would go, but you get the point. The streaks are what impacts the MMR, but the MMR is what impacts your league point gain. So it's really a series of keeping yourself at a high MMR and continually winning games. However, if you have something like a platinum 5 MMR and you're stuck in silver 5 right now, you're not going to be in silver 5 forever. If you maintain a 50% win rate, for example, right here, let's say cut it off at platinum MMR, and you maintain a 50% win rate, right? You win a game, you lose a game, you win a game, you lose a game. Let's say you lost one first, then win, then lose, then win. So now you belong in 60 LP, then you belong at 80, then you belong back at 60, then you belong back at 80. Because there's no streaks happening, it's like, well, he belongs here, right? So all these are Plat 5. And so even though you're losing and winning games consistently, it says you belong in Plat 5, but you're currently at Silver 3. You lost the game here, it's only going to deduct 10. You won a game here, it's going to say, wow, we need to get up there fast. It's going to add 35. You lost another one, Silver 3, you're going to go down 10 again. You won another one, you completed your promos. Even though you maintained a 50% win rate beyond here, you're still climbing incredibly quickly because of your previous win streak. And so this is something that kind of plays into effect here. And this is why I say dodging is incredibly important. If you're going to go into a game that you don't have confidence that you can win, for example, someone's trolling your lobby, someone picks a champion that you don't like, or there's just an unfortunate situation in the pregame lobby, troll or something, or you're stuck with 80 carry and you suck at 80 carry, well, you suck at everything. But let's say something like that happens, you take a loss, you end your previous win streak, or you continue an already going loss streak, and that will impact your MMR more. You want to do everything in your power to maintain a win streak and prevent a loss streak. And I don't want this to give you guys anxiety, like, oh man, I'm on a 5-game loss streak, I'm suddenly skyrocketing downward to bronze. It's not going to happen that aggressively. This is an extreme example for your sake to understand it, but it is still something to be more concerned about. Your concern should be not the LP, but the victories and the defeats, the MMR, your win streaks and loss streaks. A dodge doesn't impact your MMR at all. Your MMR is only changed by win streaks and loss streaks. Dodging has no impact on it. If I dodge a game here, suddenly I'm back down to 97 LP. I've lost a game in my promos technically, but my MMR is still Platinum 5, 80 LP. It hasn't changed at all. And so that's why dodging isn't a bad thing. In fact, dodging is a wonderful thing. Never go into a game taking a free loss. Never, because it doesn't matter how badly there's a 10% chance to win. That 10% chance to win is not worth the potential streak endingness or the potential starting of a loss streak. It's just not worth it. So hopefully this quick and easy tutorial on League Math, which hasn't really been quick and easy at all, kind of explained the MMR situation and how it works. I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any questions or you think I didn't explain something properly enough, feel free to ask them. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see all of you all in the future.